I'm Susan Burke. I am the Executive Director of the Florida Alliance for Arts Education, and we're at our annual Leadership Summit, and our theme this year is a new era of learning through arts and creativity. David Houle spoke at our Arts Achieve Model School dinner, and he talked about the changing world and how education must change to meet the demands of the 21st century.
We're in the 21st century, not the 20th century. We're in the right brain century, not the left brain century. More has been learned about how the brain operates in the last 20 years than all of history before. So the question I have to ask educators is, how much of that neuroscience that we have learned in the last 20 years are you bringing into the classroom?
We have an exciting panel discussion this morning that will be addressing the future of education, specifically in Florida. On the panel is Alberto Carvalho, the superintendent of schools in Miami-Dade County. David Houle is a futurist and author. He spoke at our dinner last night. He is on the panel, and he will be talking about the future of education from a broader perspective. Florida State Senator Jack Latvala is on the panel, and he will be discussing legislative and policy issues affecting education in Florida.
It's my great pleasure this morning to introduce the Commissioner of Education. For 20 years, Gerard Robinson has focused on public policy, research, and advocacy to create quality learning opportunities for all students.
If you look at the dropout rate 20 years ago, it's better today than it was. So we are doing things better. Number two, we know there is funding to support dropout programs, nonprofit and DOE support.
So we're just honored to have you here. I'm honored to introduce you. Would you make welcome our Florida and National Teacher of the Year, Alvin Davis.
If you really want to maintain your programs, we have to be advocates for ourselves. We do. I had a meeting with the commissioner 2 nights ago here in Tampa, and he said, what's been the most influential thing this past year? And I told him that learning that my class, education is so much more than just my classroom. And at the same time, my classroom is everything, because that is where the magic happens with the students in the classroom. But when I say so much more, calling your area superintendents, calling your superintendents, calling your legislators, calling your senators to say this is what needs to happen.
Alvin, what's your message? What have you sort of seen over the year that you've been traveling the state and speaking to educators and others?
Wow. For the most part, that there's no secret to success. There are great examples of educators and the systems that are working in urban, suburban, and rural communities, and all we have to do is tap into those things that are working.
FAAE is a statewide organization that supports arts education, and we see many examples of where the arts make a difference in the schools, and we have lots of data to back that up. But what are some of the examples that you've seen of the importance of arts education?
Well, here's the thing. Currently, the country is in this big STEM movement, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the one thing everyone should understand is the arts are science. The arts are technology, engineering, mathematics. When we're talking sound waves, when we're talking other atmosphere of collaboration in the arts, it is what science and technology is about. When you look at the 21st century business and the 21st century student, they want collaboration. They want students, their workers, future workers, to work with each other in developing new ideas.
Creativity is the future of the United States of America for the next 30 years.